Shalom, you guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, night, evening, whichever time you're viewing this video right now. But I wanted to come on here and speak on some things because I know there are so many people going through a lot right now. The economy is horrible. A lot of people are not financially stable how they used to be. They're losing their houses, cars, so much. Now, in my situation, I want to say that I think the Most High prepared me for all of this. It was like a protection for me because, as far as I can remember, I had a rough time trying to find my place in this world. I'm 44 now. I just turned 44 a couple of days ago on the 29th. And I always felt like I was behind. But I thank the Most High Yahuah right now because I feel like He was preparing me for what's going on today. I remember coming up being told this is what you need to do to be successful in this world. And when I say I tried my best to obtain those things, it just felt like something kept stepping in my way each time. And looking back on things, I can say anything that I dealt with had a time frame. It was either a couple of months, 2, 3 years, and then after that, that was the cutoff date. And I could not understand back then why things happened that way and why I had such a hard time. But I can say this, I was the problem as well because I kept trying to follow my heart. And what the Most High is trying to teach us is that's not something that we're supposed to do. It's not about us. It's about Him. And yeah, the world was trying to teach me, yeah, you do these things in the world. This is how you are successful. And I remember somebody telling me that they were trying to compare me to their kids. And they basically told me that their kids will be better than me in this world. And now I see the difference because I'm like, yeah, they may have done way more than I have done in this world as far as worldly things. So yeah, they are better than me in this world, but spiritually, they cannot come close. They cannot come close. Now, I pray that they can get to that point because we all are in need of salvation. All of us sin. And every last one of us have grace to get to that point where we are able to receive the word and obey what the Most High Yahuah wants us to do. But for the most part, I see the difference now. And it's crazy when I look back on it. People will get upset with you because they feel like everything that they went through in the world, you are supposed to go through it too. I prayed to not be in the situations that I had to deal with back then. I don't wish that on my worst enemy. I did not have to go through some of those things because in some of those situations, I was just being hard-headed. I wanted what I wanted, when I wanted it, and how I wanted it. And the Most High gave me back. He gave me to all those things, and He's like, okay, since you don't want to listen, and He kept placing it in my mind. He's trying to tell me this is the way you need to go. And I wasn't listening. So He gave me back to those, my desires of my heart. And He allowed me to suffer the consequences. And now I know better. And now I know better. I don't wish that on my worst enemy. But I wish I could sit back and speak to other people about my situations. And I'm not where I want to be. As far as I don't have to be rich. I don't have to be uh trying to keep up with the Joneses. There are certain things that I have spoken to the Most High about. He know exactly what I need. He know exactly what I want. But is it what He want for me? For me, I can't tell you that. I would know once those things happen. And I believe those things will happen because I don't ask for too much. I just ask just I don't want to share it because, people can speak against you. But me and the Most High know. He know what I prayed for, and He know what I need before I even pray for it. But one thing I can say is I don't want to be rich, because we already know what rich people in the Bible have to deal with, what they go through. But for the most part, I'm not where I want to be. I'm not where I think I should be. I have been told plenty of times that the things that I actually have prayed for, I don't deserve. Oh, you look a certain way, you act a certain way, you this, you that. That's out of your league. You have to settle. Yes, I've heard all of that. And it took me a long time to get out of that mind frame of worrying about what other people thought about me. I also had a chance to look back on my life in general. And looking back on the things that I actually obtained, because the world wanted me to think that I did not do anything for myself. I have obtained a lot. I mean, the things that I have now, things that I have done for other people, may not have been a lot. And there's a lot of things that I have done that a lot of people don't know about. But I know, me and the Most High know. And I look back on those things, and I'm like, man, I've done a lot. I have a lot of proof showing that, I worked hard, I saved money, I did this, I did that. But it was not my timing. It was the Most High's timing. And I always tell people, yeah, I plan things. Now I don't plan things anymore, because I'm like a last minute person. If I plan it, it's not going to go as planned. And I use that method for everyday purposes now, because each time I open the Bible, it says, trust the Most High. Believe in Him. It's His timing, not your timing. I'm reading Romans right now. I'm going to read that entire chapter. I came across a video where someone was speaking on Romans chapter 12. And then they mentioned, even though I've read Romans before, if I don't read it more than once, it's not going to stick in my head. It's not going to register. I can remember a little bit from what I've read, but if I don't read it more than 5 or 10 times, it's not going to stick in his head of mine. But I can remember a little bit. But I've read Romans before. It's just, I wasn't, the word wasn't sticking right now. I could not, what word I want to use? I wasn't receiving the word the way that I should. People were rejecting the word. It's just, when you are not spiritually awakened, you are not going to understand anything. I'm just reading. I'm not understanding none of that. None of what I'm reading at the time. Now, I wish I had someone to step up and teach me the ways of the Bible. Not saying that anything in the world I would not have gone through. It's best to go through, certain things, but it's also best to have people to step in and guide you. I wish I had that guidance. I didn't have the guidance. Now I'm in a situation where I have that information, and now I can guide my son. Now it's up to him. He know right from wrong. It's up to him to follow that. If he make a mistake, he have something to fall back on. I didn't have anything to fall back on. Yes, I went to church, but they was not teaching us what we know now. I'm on Romans chapter 5 right now. Romans 1 is talking about, everyone needs the gospel. And let's see, Romans 2 is, Yahuah judges fairly. Romans 3, we are made right by faith. Romans 4, Abraham is the example of faith. And let's see. It says Romans 1, humanity is sinful. Romans 2, no one is exempt from Yahuwah's judgment. So really, we can't be judging other people, because 9 times out of 10, we're doing the same things that we're judging other people behind. So no one is exempt. Everyone has sinned, but this is Romans 3. But Yahuwah offers salvation through faith in Yahusha. So we have grace to turn back turn from my sinful ways, and follow. Have faith in the Most High. Believe in the Most High. Believe in His Son, that His Son is a Savior. It's our one and only Savior. I mean, we have grace now. And Romans 4, Abraham proves that people have always been made right with Yahuah by faith, not by works. So anything we do, y'all know how when you go to a funeral and they always talk about what people did in the world, and they never explain anything in the obituary about I sound like I said something else about what that person actually did for the Most High Yahuah. They never, every so often they may throw something up in there about what they did for Yahuah, but for the most part, everything is about this world. We are not going, I mean, what we do in this world is not going to get us salvation with the Most High. Us having faith and following the Most High and believing in anything that we do, we believe that it's going to happen because we have the Most High on our side. Once we have that faith, amongst some other things, that's going to give us our salvation. Things of this world is not going to give us anything. Material things, cars, clothes, houses. It's not going to give us salvation. It's not going to get us into heaven. And a lot of people don't understand that. I think Romans 5, I don't have it written down in here, but it's telling us about Adam and how we, let me see if it's listed. Let's see. Romans chapter 5. It tells about how Adam brought sin, brokenness, and death into the world through disobedience. And Yahusha is bringing forgiveness, reconciliation, and eternal life through his obedience. So, like I said, I read Romans 1 through 5 right now. And I read a chapter a day. I try to remember what I've read. Sometimes I would try and drill myself and go back and be like, okay, because I feel like this chapter is the most important. It's helping us. It's not one of the most important chapters, but it's telling us exactly what the Most High expect from us. What He wants us to do, what we need to do, what He's trying to do to get us to obtain salvation, and who we can obtain that salvation through. I'm so happy that the Most High, I prayed to at least have peace in this world. And a lot of people feel like in order to have peace, you have to have a house, a car, clothes, money, a bunch of friends, all that different stuff. No. I wouldn't mind having my own place and the essentials, which I have the essentials to get by. It may not be a lot for other people, but I mean, through the Most High, He's taking care of me right now. So whatever He give me is what He want me to have, and that's just enough. It's just enough. And I have to believe that anything else that I want, that I pray for, that I will obtain those things. If I don't have faith that I deserve those things, I'm not going to get them. And then I don't have the faith in the Most High. I don't have faith in the Most High. I pray for it, and then why am I going to doubt that I'm going to obtain those things? I think now, since I have been in the Word, I have been receiving the Word, it's getting better over time. I think now it's not as so much as I worry about things. Is, man, when it's gonna happen? How long do I have? How long do I have to wait? I know I'm gonna get it, but when? That's not my business. But I mean, that's one thing I got to work on. I worked on everything else. Now I believe that I deserve whatever I pray for. Like I mentioned before, I don't ask for a lot. It's the things that you would normally see people with. It's just I had to learn to not put so much emphasis on those things. Idolize those things. So many people idolize so much in their life. And the only thing that I see, certain things that I pray for outside of just having faith and being the Most High keep me on the right track, not giving into the ways of the world. Only thing about those other things that I see that I actually pray for is that it just put me in a position to where I don't have to deal with certain things. But anyway, if you are going through a lot, if you've had certain things before and they have been taken away, you need to sit back, speak with the Most High, pray, fast. That's one thing I need to learn. I can say I fast, but I don't do like the long fast. I've done one before. I did a 7-day just water. Almost felt like I was about to pass out. But for the most part, um, when you don't understand certain things and you need an answer, that's what you need to do. If you're losing something and you don't know why, you have to ask the Most High, what did I do? Because it's a lot of things that we do in this world that we don't um include the Most High in. A lot of us don't do that. We don't incorporate the Most High in anything that we do. And a lot of us feel like anything that we obtain in this world, we did it ourselves. Like, no, we did not do it ourselves. You were blessed with those things. But yeah, if you don't know, you need to sit back and speak with the Most High. He will give you the answer. It's just you have to listen. It took me a long time. Like I said, I am 44. It took me probably 3 or 4 years ago to finally understand what was going on and then implement what I've learned into my daily lifestyle. And it took me that long to finally reprogram my mind to not think how the world told me I should think and do and feel and all this different stuff. Yeah, the Most High don't allow those things to happen. Those things, if we don't listen to him, yeah, he's going to give us over to our desires. And then those temptations will take over. Temptation is a sin. Like us falling into that temptation. That's the problem. We don't have to fall into those temptations. We choose to because we feel like that's the easiest thing to do than to follow the Most High. I say following the Most High is the easiest thing to do because it's more peaceful. It's more peaceful. He took me out of this world. He took me out of being stressful in these jobs because I think if I would have stayed another couple of months at the last job that I worked, I've been out of a job for I think 4 years now. That would have taken me out. I would not be here with you guys because it was taking a toll on my body. Dating, dealing with men in general. I am invisible right now. If I go out in public, the way that men used to see me when I was out there in the world, it's like I don't even exist. It's like they see right over my head. Now, I can tell when some guys are staring or they're looking my way, but they know not to bother me. It's like, no, you can't mess with her. When I was in the world, yeah. Attention left and right. I felt like I wasn't getting any attention, but yes, now that I look back on it, I was getting attention. It just wasn't how I thought it should be. Now I don't get no attention. And it's a good thing and a bad thing because, well, it's a blessing at the same time because um, the men of the world, they are not attracted to me. They don't see me. And that's a blessing. I thank the Most High for that the men in the world don't see me. But when that spiritual man, that man of the Most High, that man that follows the Most High to the T, he know what love is. That means he can love me as well. He know how to love. I will know. Even if I fall into the trap of the man of the world, I can easily figure out like what's actually going on. I can catch on like, nah, that this man is in the world. It's hard for men in the world that claim that they're spiritual to cover that up. That mask will fall quick, especially when they're not getting what they want. Falling into lust. I'm so thankful the Most High took me out of that. To not crave anything like that anymore. To not want anything like that is the things that I think about that I used to get into, and how men would approach me and look at me and speak to me and just be disrespectful. It's disgusting to me now. I'm thinking, like, why was I giggling at stuff like that? Why was that so funny? Because I was programmed to think that that was normal. Now I know that is not normal. Toxic energy. Being around somebody where you have to be walking on eggshells around all the time. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. And anybody that come around me that behave that way, yes, you're going to get upset with me, because I'm not walking on eggshells around anybody. Being around people who don't want to be bothered with me, yes, I catch on quick. And guess what? People will get mad at you because they will act like they don't want to be bothered with you, but they want to have the chance to choose when they don't want to be bothered with you anymore. Like, they will come around, people will deal with you, and at the same time don't want to deal with you. But I guess it's convenient for them to deal with you because at that time you have something to offer. They feel like you have something to offer, but they want to have the chance to cut ties with you when they want to cut ties with you, or they want to treat you any kind of way, and they feel like you're supposed to just deal with it. Once I feel like you don't want to be bothered, you're leaving me out of things. I'm not invited to certain places. Um, it's like I don't exist. Guess what? I'm taking myself out of the equation. Like, you don't have to worry about me anymore. Now, I won't be mean. I will be cordial. If you speak to me, I'll speak to you. If you come around, yes, I'm still nice. It's going to be like you're not doing anything to me. But going out of my way, how I was back in the day, trying to prove myself to people, like, you don't have to treat me like that. I'm not this type of person. You can invite me places. You can have whatever it is. It's just you don't have to treat me that way. I don't care to prove myself anymore. If you don't want to be around me, cool. But don't get mad when I cut ties and I go about my business. And like, people will get upset. Like, how dare she not run around like a chicken with her head cut off trying to please me? Baby, I don't care. Back then I was a people pleaser. Now you cannot get me to waste my time dealing with people like that anymore. If I want people to treat me how I treat them, and if I don't see it, I would rather be by myself, and I can say it is peaceful. Raising my son is just a issue in itself, because I'm trying to teach him the way that he should go, and I also try to give him a chance to make decisions on his own. Because how can he learn if he can't make mistakes? So that's enough to deal with, and to bring a grown adult in a situation and they're just doing things just for no reason. Like, no. And basically, they have to be around certain people that you don't want to be around. And they have a lesson to learn. Sometimes you are there to teach them the lesson. And some people, they just be going so long with getting the point of what the Most High is trying to teach them. And I'm sitting back like, they don't go ahead and learn this lesson. Like, I got to go through it just because they don't want to listen. But yeah, I'm so happy that I am not in the same mind frame I used to be. I don't deal with the same type of people I used to deal with, do the type of things that I used to do, get myself into situations that I should not be in at the time just because I wanted attention. I wanted to be included. I wanted to be just a part of this. Whatever was going on in this world, I wanted to be a part of it. Now I don't want to be a part of it. I just want the essentials. I want to be stable. That's what's important to me. But what's more important is my salvation with the Most High. Staying in tune with the Most High. Just eliminate myself out of the things of this world. I don't want to be a part of those things anymore. Yeah, we're going to make mistakes. It's all about how we handle situations like that. If we're going to continue to make those mistakes, or we're going to learn from those mistakes and never make those mistakes again. Repent and move on. And a lot of people, they don't have that right now. A lot of people, they reject the Most High's word. That they get upset. They don't want to hear the truth when you bring it to them. And I'm not that type of person to sit around and just sugarcoat things. Yes, the Most High brings certain people around me for a reason. I point it out and I let them know, hey, this is what's going on. And yes, 9 times out of 10, they're going to get upset with me. And then they don't want to be bothered, but it is what it is. My whole stomach is growling and I'm not even hungry. But my whole, I guess, purpose is to be straightforward with people. Tell them what the Most High want them to know, not what they want to hear. That's why I don't have any friends like talking about it. I have always been that type of friend. But I have made mistakes with friends. I think with friends, if they did something to me, my mistake was I would fight evil with evil. It's like they had to provoke me for me to get to that point, though. Like, you have to do a lot, like poke at me a lot to get me to stoop down that low. But sometimes I did it because I would get tired of people, and me just screaming and hollering at the top of my lungs, that didn't keep people from leaving me alone. So I would do things that I would know that would keep that person from bothering me ever again. Like, I would take it to hell just to get somebody out of my life that I don't want to be bothered with anymore. Because if people think that they can treat you any kind of way, they're going to keep doing it. As long as you keep accepting them back into your life like that. Like, they will not change. Once they show you who they are, believe them. That's all I got to say about that. But anyway, yeah, as far as that goes, yes, I have learned a lot. I am thankful that the Most High has taught me so much. He has brought me out of so much. He is continuing to bring me out of a lot of things. I'm able to have faith and believe and pray about things, and it's not going to happen right then and there, but eventually it's going to happen. It's just I have to believe. I can't doubt. Even if it don't happen, I can sit back and say, oh, well, that's just something you didn't want me to do, or you didn't want me to have, and to be okay with it. But to sit back and think about it, there are going to be some things. I sit back and I'm like, man, soon, whatever situation I'm in is going to be just a distant memory. I'm going to be thinking back, like, you remember that time when you sit right there and you were thinking about how, things were going to change, and now things have changed. Like, yes, that's where I'm going to be soon. Because now I have faith in the Most High. Trouble don't last always. You will not, if you believe that you're going to still be in certain situations, yes, that's where you're going to be. If you believe that that's where you're supposed to be. If you pray about it, give it to the Most High, and leave it at that, and then have faith that it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Not, it may not happen the way that you want it to happen, but it's going to happen. And guess what? I'm in the waiting game right now. I'm waiting on the Most High. He working on me. He working on the people that are supposed to be in my life. Whatever situation that I'm supposed to be in, he is working on it right now, so I can get to that point where he want me to be. And I mean, I still have some things to work on too. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. Yeah, this is a long video. Um, but so many people need to hear this, because so many people are lost. They don't know what's going on. They don't know why it's happening. And they're crying every day about it. They just believe, this is supposed to happen and things are not going to change. It's not going to change if you sit back and think that it's not going to change. If you lost anything, it's going to lead to something better, but you have to believe that's going to happen. And half of the stuff that happened to us is for our protection. And then it's something that we're not doing. It's something we may be leaving the Most High out of it. We're not incorporating him. anything that's going on in our life, we are saying that we are the reason why it happened. He's trying to show you, like, no, that's not why that happened. I did that for you. I allowed you to be in that position. If you're going to idolize that, then you don't deserve it. I'm going to take it away. And yeah, I give it back. It's just you have to understand that everything is not about you. I try to tell people this. Everything is not about you. It's all about what the Most High wants you to do at the end of the day. So, yeah, I just wanted to mention it to encourage people to think positive, follow the Most High, have faith. Read Romans. Every chapter of Romans, read it. A chapter a day. Use Bible Hub, Chat, GPT, or whatever you need to use to give you an explanation to understand what you actually read. So, yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, evening, night, whenever you view this video. And peace be unto everyone on this day, evening, night.